Welcome in to my Twitch stream. Yes, you have read it right. I am today going to explain about how to counter camping, tunneling, and slugging. Now, before I start, I know a lot of you guys are like, well, it's impossible to counter it. I've been playing Survivor quite some time, and believe me, it is possible to counter it. And the reason I say it is possible to counter it is because there are things you guys do not do. Let me tell why you guys keep experiencing camping, tunneling, and slugging. It's because you listen to a bunch of Twitch streamers and YouTubers, and what you guys all do, wear the exact same perks, even in solo queue. You guys don't realize that how to avoid it because, you know, like I said, you guys watch way too much Twitch and YouTube instead of thinking yourself, how do I counter it? Well, today's your lucky day because I'm about to teach you guys how to counter it. Okay, so let's start with some perks. So, let me take these perks off. Now, the first perk you want to start off with, especially for any survivors. If you're new beginners, and some that are old, and yeah, basically new and old, you want this perk, Windows of Opportunities. The reason you want Windows Opportunities is because you'll be able to see the aura of pallets, breakable walls, and windows. The reason this comes in handy is so you can learn and study the map. You know, where the pallets are, where the windows are at, so, and that way you get used to it. This will likely to help you avoid being tunnel, camping, and slugging. Because usually, if you know how to loot, this is usually what you want to do. Window of Opportunity. Because this allows you to know where the pallets are and where the windows are. Why do you have this perk? Let's see. Windows. Nope. Let's go with haste. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Whenever you medium or fast bolt it, you get 50% haste for 3 seconds and you gain sausage. The reason you want this is because as soon as you get out of the window, you're basically moving a lot faster, allowing you to separate, right, from the killer. So this is like one of the perks that would actually go good with Windows of Opportunity. And then you also want to put, sometimes I would use bounds of landing, and that the reason this is also good is in case you fall in a hole or you fall somewhere in a high place, and when that happens, you're able to gain 50% haste, and then you don't stagger as much, so this gives you a chance to dodge before the killer that's coming from above won't be able to have a chance to hit you. So sometimes it's useful with Windows Opportunity and stuff with this, right? Okay. And then let's see. Let's take this off. Next, pallets. And here's another one. This one's really good for pallets. You gain 50% haste for 3 seconds. The pallet resets, blocks for 6 seconds, and all Sorrel will see the aura of that pallet. So this will automatically reset the pallet, which is really good, and plus you get a 50% haste as soon as you slide. So when you slide from the pallet, it will reset, which that will be helpful because usually when you guys mostly use your god pallet, and most of the time the killer usually destroys the god pallet. But if you use this, well, in some cases you can reset it and you could actually get that god pallet. And what god pallets are usually that could help you prolong the game match for the killer to chase you, and to also protect you a lot more on that one certain pallet, which you can loot the killer multiple times until he decides to destroy it. And this also gives you the chance to make a run for it. So, but this also is good because even though you're looping many times and you finally reset that and just like get out of there, you come back to it later. And this also allows you basically you can also slide on the pallet as well. So you have 50% haste boost. That'll be 65% haste boost if you use these two together, which that would even make you even more faster. Plus, I'm not sure if they stack, so I haven't tested that out yet, but hopefully it does. I gotta test that out one of these days, but who knows, I will. Okay, and then let's see. We also got this. What this is that if you place it on a pallet and the killer breaks that, it hinders them, basically slowing them down, which this gives you a chance to escape. But sometimes when you do place it down, most killers will just look at it and be like, yeah, we're not bringing this pallet, and then it forces them to go the other way around. So that's also why it gives you a chance to get away from them, because while they're trying to go the other way around, you could have been long gone. Another way to escape from being tunneled. These are like all potential of not being tunneled. Now this is also good in case you ever got slugged. So if the killer decides to slug, this is another thing which will help you. And the reason this will help you is that as soon as you get to the pallet and start to recover, and it says 50% wiggle. So by the time the killer picks you up, and you're probably like 50% at the wiggle stage, it'll automatically drop the pallet for you, studying the killer, letting you go. So that's another way to avoid being tunneled. And like I said, it's all about trying to get away from the killer. So these are pretty much really good perks to help you. This is good for slugging, and also for tunneling, and also like I said, all of these are for mostly like these three perks are mostly for tunneling. This perk is mostly for slugging. So yeah, so this is like one combination. You have like two combinations that will stop from tunneling or slugging. Okay. Now let's work on camping, right? We all know how we hate campers. hooks. No, it's not it. You got the wrong one. Let's see. Let's go over here. Okay, here we go. This is like my favorite. And then the reason I like using this part, as you can see, I can heal and I can unhook my teammate really fast. So if a killer decides to chase you and you're going straight for the hook, this will help unhook your teammate really fast. Okay? And let's see. And here's another one. Babysitter. This would also help you because now you gain 10% haste for 30 seconds. You don't leave budge, pull of blood, leave no scratch marks. You see the killer's aura for 8 seconds. So now you know if the killer's coming towards you or not, and you guys get a run out of there if they're camping and they're waiting for you to unhook. And you can see it right then and there, and you can avoid that, right? And then borrow time. This also is good from stopping camping, because now you're not only unhooking, you're also giving them more time for endurance and more chance to be able to use haste, right? So this gives them, not only you're hooking them on faster, you're basically also giving them more time for endurance and more haste, giving them the chance to get out of there. So borrow time is also not a good way to stop campers. And then we also got deliverance, which this do is when once per trial, when you safely unhook another survivor, you can unhook yourself. When you unhook yourself this way, you gain broken for 6 seconds. The reason this is really good is in case if the killer hooked you the first time, you basically can unhook yourself while the killer is just like camping, and your teammates couldn't figure a way to get to you. So they're going to leave you unhooked. So remember, this could come in handy in some cases, but most of the time not really useful, but it could come in handy once in a while. Here's another one. Whenever generation is completed, earn 1 token, up to 5 tokens. So look at what it says. Flow state. You can blast the cleanse, which that's really what we're after. But the heal, that's good. You're unhooking the survivor. That's more good. Like, you can unhook the survivor a lot more faster. 50%. Look at that. For each token, up to 5 tokens. For each token, so that's 50% faster. So by the time the killer is chasing you and you went to that hook and you unhooked them at 50%, or even better yet, you completed 1 gen, you have 30% unhook fasting, right? You unhook them. And even if the killer's not around, you basically also, I forgot to tell you, every time you get hooked, you're basically like bait, okay? You gotta see this as a strategic way. Once you're hooked, you're basically bait. And basically this is luring out all the survivors towards you. Oh, we must get that rescue, right? And that's also kind of problematic, and this is why most of the time you guys get tunneled out. Because as soon as they unhook you, they're trying to heal you, right? But they don't bring any heal perks, but I'll explain more about that later. So yeah, so these are like basically like examples what you guys could do. And this one I'm going to tell you about a combination, a really good combination with this one later. And then, let's see, what else could we use? There you go, here we go again. We'll make it. Whenever you unhook a survivor for 90 seconds, you heal other survivors 100% faster. You unhook them, boom, 100% faster for about 90 seconds. That's, you get them off the hook, kill them, while the killer is basically occupied. And then here's another one, Wicked. If you're planning basically trying to lure the killer to the basement, and you want him to hook you into the basement instead of in your hook, this is another good way. So that way, in case you're being tunneled, there you go, you can unhook yourself, get yourself out of there. Another way, right? And the reason this is actually good, if you combine this while they're camping and the survivor actually, one of your teammates managed to distract the killer while you unhook yourself. Go with stable. Did I spell it right? Nope. Let me take that T out. Strengths and shadows. You can heal yourself but 30% slower. Whenever you finish healing, you see the killer aura for 10 seconds. This is also useful. So that way, in case the killer is basically, you know, camping in the basement, there you have it. You're fully healed, and you take a hit by the time you get out. And you be able to get away from the basement. It's like one of the other ways to get yourself out and get away from the camping site. So that way, your teammates don't have to risk themselves to unhook you. You know, like I said, DBD. You know, I've been explaining this on Facebook over and over again. DBD provides you to counter everything like camping, slugging, basically tunneling. And I'm showing you all the perks right now. Right here, this is like basically almost helping you get away from camping. Basically, like literally you could escape from camping. Let's see. And then here's another one off the record. You gain endurance, your ground of pain are 100% quiet, and the killer cannot see your aura. Another good one, right there. Another way, let's see. And then we got slippery meat, which this allows you have a more chance to unhook yourself, which I don't highly recommend, but sometimes it could work, and you basically unhook yourself. So this is also a good perk if you're trying to unhook yourself. Oh, and then here's another one. If you get unhooked, you see what it says? After you kill one survivor while not broken, when you're unhooked, you gain broken, but after 20 seconds, you get fully instant heal. Another perk that could basically save you from getting tunnel or camping. Okay? There, we don't really need to know people's location because the hook, when someone's getting hooked, don't really need all that. And then here we go. Here's another thing. You could actually, people were, like if the killer's camping, there you go, while you are struggling on the hook. When another survivor gets within 16, the timer's paused for 34 seconds. Huh? That's also useful. So, while the killer's camping, and a survivor, right there. So right there, when you are struggling on the hook, when another survivor gets within 16 meters, the time is paused for 34 seconds. Which just gives you at least a little bit more time to stay on the hook, and even they're camping. So that's another way. And this is, gives plenty of time just survivor, one of your teammates, survivors, come get you, right? There you go. And now here's another thing about tunneling camping. There you go. Here's another one. You unhook them, and if you don't want your teammates, you know, basically get tunneled out or camp, there you go. Come and get me. What it says: make no grunts of pain for 6 seconds. Leave no pools of blood for 15 seconds. Need no scratch mark for 15 seconds. See, that's good too. And you can crouch and use X to have injury and down the survivor within 24 minutes. So basically, you screamed and the killer sees your aura. So basically, you're telling the killer, hey, chase me, don't be chasing my teammate that just got unhooked. So you're basically trying to force either the camping or tunnel killer to come after you. So it usually works. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. But this will definitely attract their attention. So there you go. Dead hard is another way to also help, because whenever you're unhooked, you dead hard by using pressing X. The killer hits you. You gain endurance, and you gain exhausted for 40 seconds. And what endurance does, it protects you, and basically helps you take one more hit before you even go down. So that's like 2 hits, but you'll want to make the dead hard count. So don't just use it like right away or something. Like make sure you use it at the right moment. And as soon as the killer tries to swing or throw their weapons or whatever, use dead hard at the right moment. You will get endurance instead of going down. Let's see. Okay, and then there's this, shoulders a burden, which helps you, and it could also help your teammate because you know the killer is probably going to tunnel. So you take one hook stick if you're a good looper. So, and you have looping perps, I do recommend to carry this in case, you know, the killers decide to, you know, tunnel. So this is going to force him to think, well, if this guy has an extra hook, he took away that person's hook, then I'm going to start telling the looper again because he thinks you're going to be now the easy prey. And he's going to try and focus to get you out quickly. So, and this also, camping also helps with this as well. Because like I said, they'll start focusing on you instead of your teammate. Because usually when they're camping, they tend to wait until you unhook them and they go after them. But if you take their hook away, now they're going to get mad and they're going to try to go after you, basically. So that's another way to stop the camping, you know. Or, not camping, but stop the tunneling. There you go. Right there. Right? And then, another thing, if you bring this along, Resurgent, whenever you're on a hook, you gain 7% healing progress. So when a teammate unhooks you, and you want them to heal them, if you want to heal at the hook, there you go, 7% healing. So by the time the killer gets to you, you'll already heal about like 7%, and all they have to do is heal you, what? About like 30%, which is not that much if they have other perks of healing perks, right? And then here is a good example of, oh wait, we'll talk about that later, not yet. Okay. Leader's also good. Open exit gates. Sabotage hook. There you go, sabotage. You sabotage hook, unhook survivor 30%. I mean, look at these perks. I mean, you guys are literally like so blinded. You know, do you see what it's doing? Like, look, when all gems are complete, you can heal 100%. Yeah. No one left behind. That's another good one. Okay, let's see. All tools, especially in the end game, right here. So, like, if there's the end game, and that killer is basically camping, there you go. You can heal your teammates a lot faster. So if you're all injured and you're by the exit gate, you heal all your teammates to full health and go help your teammate. And then you can even have a chance to unhook, and then they also get 10% more haste. I mean, like, literally, people. And you're saying, well, it cannot be countered. It's saying it's impossible. It's not impossible. Like I said, behavior does give you perks. So and then here's fitness, right? This is also good for looping because now you can vault, fast vault from the pallets 20% more faster, and or window. So that way, the faster you vault, the faster you get away from the killer. If you combine with another like a haste perk that allows you, once you get out of window. So another way, let's see. Here's another one. Does DF care? Whenever you take up a protection hit, other survivor within 12 gain 20% haste for 6 seconds. There you go. You stop the killer from tunneling by, let's say your teammates gain tunnel. There you go. Use this. Boom. Your teammate is going to be gone, and now the killer is focused on you. You take the hit, you take the down, and then your teammate can go somewhere and find another teammate to heal them. There you go. Does CF care? I never used this before, so can't really say much. But, anyways. That's like basically like most of it, but also there are like perks like that gives you endurance, like this one. When you fully recover, you gain endurance for 8 seconds, which that could be useful if you ever basically heal yourself and you get some endurance. Let's see. And here's another way you can gain endurance while healing another survivor, which is very helpful. And the reason this is helpful, well, you have deep room, you gain 3% haste. That makes you a little bit faster, right? Right? And the reason this is also good is in case when you like for slugging, right here, this is like really good for slugging. This, because you can combine. Let me show you some. I'm gonna put this. And then so the reason okay, hold on. Yep, right here. And then let's see. Let's see. Now this is like my favorite combination. The reason is this: no mittens, right? This is in case if the killer decides to slug everybody, right? And this is like one of the reasons why I like no mittens, is because it has a broken status effect already. Then I use resilience, and look at all that. Look at all that bonuses, right? And the reason this is really good is because I also have this. So imagine if the killer slugs, right? Now I'm healing people a lot faster. And then if the killer even gets even close to hit me, by the time he gets to me, I already fully helped recover my teammate, and then I'll get endurance, basically, which I've done multiple times. And this, oh boy, does this help me, right? And also, I would bring a med kit, so with me, when I have all this, I would, you know, when they got slugged, I'll like pick them up because of thanks to this perk, which helps me heal them a lot faster. Then I'll use one of my med kits and heal them a lot faster. Because if you read the med kit, it says increase the speed that you heal others by 40%. So it's not only just to use for yourself, but if you do that, you're basically decrease the speed and efficiency when you're healing yourself by yourself. So basically, I mean, yeah, it's good to use it, but you're basically losing a lot of charges. But this is a lot more better. So if you're gonna use the medkit, I recommend doing this combo, because this will help you. But yes, there's a slight chance you might get tunneled. But that's why window opportunities is here for you, because like I said, this could also help you loot. And if you loot the right way, the killer might ignore you and go for someone else. So there's about 50-50 chance, because like I said, looping is always important, and this is why you want to use this. And believe me, I save a lot of teammates by doing this, using all these perks, and got them all out. Even though there were tunnels, slugging, and camping. I use all this, like literally. This is like my favorite combination. And it also helps me be very sneaky, because it doesn't, you can't hear my grunt of pain. Another thing, it also, it doesn't leave pools of blood. But the only thing that leaves behind are scratch marks. So, but other than that, no pools of blood. So, it's still helpful in a way. So yeah, so this is one way of slugging, right? Alright, look what else it says. It says exit gate 9% faster, right? You can open that door a lot more faster, so that's another reason why it's also good, combined with no mittens. And believe me, yes, I have opened the exit gate a lot faster with this, all of this. Like, I'm telling you, you guys, this is almost like the ultimate perk of countering campers, slugging, and tunneling. There we go. Like I said, I use this a lot of times at an advantage, but sometimes they tend to tunnel me a lot. But when they tunnel me, I tend to loot them pretty good, which gets my teammates to do all their gens pretty quickly. So that's why you want this, because like I said, you're risking one hit. You take that hit, you're down. But this is why you also want this, in case the killer's not paying attention to you. And this will also help, and if the killer's not paying attention to you, and they can't find you, you can repair the gens a lot faster. And that 9% does actually help. So like I said, it's really, really good. Now, I'm going to tell you guys some ultimate combos. Perk. So let's go back to heal. Right? Now, they made a new healing perk. This guy. So you all know about that gen, you know, like stables. Well, let's first show stable stuff, right? This one, all gen gains 10 permanent charges, right? Now, go back to heal. gonna... No, let's go with totem. Okay, here we go. Lend the hand. Whenever you bless or clean one token while healing another survivor, only once per survivor, use square to give them 4 permanent healing charges. So now, I can heal them a lot faster when I'm healing them. And I'm going to show you a combination. So, you take this. You want this, and the reason you want this, because so that way you could basically find the totems. This is like the best way to find totems. I like this. Detective hunch. Even though there's other ones like this. But not really worth it. So like I said, this I do combine with this. And then you know, instead of because it says bless, right? Your cleanser bless. Well, now you want to add this. I'd rather have this, so this way I don't break it, the totem, and then I kill my teammates a lot more faster. So I'll definitely would bring this. And then for backup, no. So there you go. This is like another way. I would literally use this build because, like I said, I can kill them a lot faster. Right? And not only that, I'm subtracting so I can heal them even more faster. And I'm blessing. So, yeah. All of this would actually work a lot. And in case I don't have a bloom and I can't find a totem, I just do this. Desperate measures. So that way I'm not only unhooking them, I get to heal them, and basically I'm decreasing how long it takes to heal them. Right? I'm telling you guys, this is like how you stop the camping, tunneling, and slugging, like all of this. Like I told you, you guys do not pay attention. But anyways, we're gonna jump into a match, and I'm gonna tell you like ways. But first, So right now I'm just gonna show you some of the behaviors and all this stuff and what to avoid and blah 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 yeah. But I'm gonna tell you and explain you on certain details, and at the end of the match I'm gonna show you guys some stuff, okay? So usually I do not want to start at the gen that spawned right next to me, right? Oh, there goes the killer. So see what I'm doing? I'm going away from the killer. That's what you want to do. Since I know the killer's that way, I'm gonna help this person do the gen. And what if I feel like this is the unknown? Ew. Ooh, he got him good.
Need a way down.
And again, my teammates are actually doing the right thing. Working on gens. That's exactly what they need to do. Oh, there goes. I should still be working on the gen. Of course. Oh, he's an idiot. Yeah. You see your aura. Oh, brother. Okay, let's just abandon him. Okay, anyways. Dumb mistake by Dave. But let's see what they have here. So, do you see what I mean? Look at this. Opportunities, opportunities. That's interesting. This is the first time I actually seen my teammates having different perks. Usually, that's not usually what happens, so I am kind of shocked. But we'll see in our next match. Bad prime example. Let's see what happens in our next match. And like I said, I'm not here trying to win. But I'm gonna try my best to win, but we'll see. Oh, killer try here. Oh, wow. Really? What the heck? Why is there no pallets? And not a problem. Look at them. Barely doing any of the gems. And here we go again. And this person decided to go all the way over there. Bad play by my teammate. Doesn't even come forward or to rescue me. It's for that one. It's probably gonna be too late now. I'm gonna be on second hook. Yeah, congratulations. Maybe. Unless this... No. Oh. Ooh, she rescued me on time. And never stay beside the hook.
Appreciate it.
See, and that's how you loot. Look at all that loot. And then, boom, all the gens are done. Oh, that's a lot to me. They're just gonna let me die. Wow. Yeah, they all sucked. All three of them. They could have saved me. One could have been opening the gate. The other two could have came and saved me. But no, they all just gonna sit there. Yeah, let's see. Well, there we go. See what I mean? Look at this. Match perks. This is what I'm talking about. Like, every time, like, at least, like, once in a while, you know, people will wear almost matching perks, which is why most people loses. And like I said, no one. And look at these perks. None of them have any perks to unhook me a lot faster. And this is why most of the time they are so scared. I mean, look at all these perks. Like, seriously, and this one I'm soloing. None of these are helpful to get me off the hook and be safe from being capped or put them in the hook or have them take my space or my spot. But that's what I'm saying. It's like my prime example, you know, like no one actually... Look at this. Left behind. Another left behind. I don't know why this person's have deliverance. But anyways, yeah, that's what I'm trying to explain. Like, look at... And another thing, this is what I'm talking about too, like add-ons. Look at these items they bring, right? Right, this is what I'm talking about. They bring the same items. You know, I already have a mech kit. They could use different items, you know, like a flashlight, a fog, you know. And that's what I'm talking about, people. And then they wonder why. Why people lose. Why you guys are losing. Why you get tunneled out. You know, stuff like that. It is ridiculous. Literally ridiculous, people. Look at these, like right here. Wow, trash. Like, I'm serious. These are like the like trash survivors. They couldn't even like get me off the hook. Like literally. And that's how we call trash survivors. These people like right here. That's what basically I'm saying. Like, if you guys saw my, if I was still alive, and you saw how good looping I was until it finally got to me. I looped a xenomorph so badly that I completed all the gens thanks to me, but none of them wants to help me and rescue me. Because they're afraid that I wouldn't probably return a favor. I would probably try to help them. Like, then you wonder why you get tunneled out. It's not just because of the killer's fault. It's also the survivor's fault. Sometimes survivors, when you play at random, but that's why you always want to make a team. And then sometimes I wish, basically, the Xbox, the computer community is not with us. PlayStation should just play with PlayStation, Xbox should just play with Xbox, and computers should just be computers. Because as a PlayStation user, I could have added these two right here. We could talk, communicate, you know, tell them what to do and stuff. But like I said, without communication, it's also one of the problems. If we could somehow communicate with the Xbox and the computer people users, then yeah, I think they should like basically join us. But like I told you, like they are using like a lot of and that's really useless. I don't know why she has that. You really don't need that. That's useless. Like, you really don't even see the killer's aura? And that one's not really good. Don't really like this part. I mean, it's good if you're not trying to bring the killers towards you, so if we're doing like the gen solo. Like I said, and then they blame the killers, but they don't blame the survivors. They don't blame them on themselves. And look, he's even... And this is a new killer. You can tell this is like, he barely played as a xenomorph. Like literally, probably just starting off playing as a xenomorph. And you're telling me that you guys couldn't get me off the hook at the end. A new xenomorph. And like I said, it ain't the killer's fault, but the survivor's fault. Like I said, it's you guys, and I showed you like ways to stop the camping, the tunneling, slugging. Like I said, it all depends on the perk. Stop using these perks. Like, start building perks that will help your teammates. Stop thinking about perks that's going to help you for the benefit. Because this game is basically based on teamwork, and like I said, you got to read the perks. The perks is the ones that's going to help you the most. And you can build like so many combinations, so many ways, you know, to stop the camping, the tunneling, etc. And I can show you like many combinations of other perks, but that'll be like some other time and tutorials, but who knows? But anyways, I'm gonna stop this stream. This is gonna go on YouTube, and hopefully you guys learned something from this. And maybe if you guys really want to stop the camping and tunneling, in slugging, all you gotta say is get good scrub, learn to counter, learn to read your perks, and get good. Just get good at it. Learn to loot. Learn to find the right perks to help your teammates, each and one of you. You guys can't just think of only yourselves. Well, like I said, I wasn't trying to win, but at least I did good enough for all my teammates. So to me, that's still a winner in my book. Might have lost, but at least I got my 3 teammates out. So I'm still a winner here. You know, I lost. That's all, you guys. I'm gonna upload, and hopefully, maybe Behavior will watch this or whatever, because I'm definitely gonna send them a video, and hopefully they watch my video and stuff, and maybe promote it or whatever. I don't know. Maybe, who knows? Well, other than that, I'll see you guys later, and I'll probably gonna restart the stream because I'm gonna do something else, maybe or maybe not. And I might stream again later, or probably later in the morning, tomorrow morning. Anyways, oh, and my YouTube channel is definitely on my profile. To check that out, and follow me on my YouTube because I'll pretty soon be uploading more DBD content on my YouTube channel too as well. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys learned something. And without further ado, I'll see y'all later.